Good morning, children. Sairam. Welcome back to our maths class. Today, in our maths class, we are going to see subtraction. In the last class, we saw subtraction without borrowing, right? Today, we are going to see subtraction of numbers with borrowing. What do you mean by borrowing or regrouping? I think you all have learnt in your previous class, isn't it? What do you mean by borrowing? If we cannot subtract a smaller number, if we cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller one, what we have to do? We will borrow, right? So if I cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller one, what I will do? I will borrow. So if my friend is asking me one chocolate, if I don't have, what I will do? I will borrow from my friend, right? So in that case, we are going to borrow and we are going to do that subtraction now. Let's start the sum now. Subtraction of numbers with borrowing or regrouping. What is that? Borrowing or regrouping. Now let's subtract. For sum, subtract 32,179 from 61,452. Now we are going to subtract these two numbers. Let's start. So 61, so number from which we are going to subtract is the minuend, right? From which we are going to subtract is the minuend. So 61,452 is the minuend, and the number which we are going to subtract, that is the subtrahend. 32,179 is the subtrahend, right? Now we are going to subtract these two numbers. First, what we have to do? Where we have to start? We have to start from the ones place, right? Now let's start. Can you subtract 2 minus 9? Can you subtract 9 from 2? No, it is not possible. So what I am going to do? I am going to borrow 1 from the tens place. Yes, what number I am having in the tens place? See the number 5. If I am borrowing 1, tens place 1 will be reduced, right? If I am having 5 chocolates, if I am giving 1 to you, what will happen? My 1 will be reduced, right? So, how many tens I will be having now? 4 tens, because I gave 1 tens to the ones place, right? So, now, for 1 tens I have given to ones place. So, what is the meaning of 1 10? How many ones is there? 10 ones. I am giving. So, already I am having 2 ones, right? So, now 10 ones plus 2 ones, 12 ones. So, now we are going to subtract 12 ones minus 9 ones. Shall we subtract this? Start from number 9, count forward till you reach 12. After 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. So write it down, 3. 12 ones minus 9 ones, 3 ones. Now let's move on to the tens place now. So what number I am having in the tens place now? 4, right? So 4. 4 minus 7 is possible. That is also not possible. So I am going to borrow 1 from the hundreds place now. So 4 I am having. So my hundreds place will become 3 now. Now I am giving 1 to the tens place. What is the meaning of 100? 10 ones, right? 10 ones plus 4 ones, 14 ones. So I am going to subtract 14 minus 7. 14 ones minus 7. 14 tens minus 7 tens. 14 minus 7. Start from number 7. Count forward till you reach 14. After 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7. 14 minus 7 is 7 tens. Yes, now let's move on to the hundreds place now. What number I'm having in the hundreds place? 3, because I've already gave 100 to the tens place, right? So 3. So now I'm going to subtract 3 minus 1. Start from number 1, count forward till you reach 3. After 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 300 minus 100 is 200. Now let's move on to the thousands place. Can you subtract 1 minus 2? That is not possible. So I'm going to borrow 1 from the 10,000s place. So if I'm giving 10,000, so I'll be having 50,000, right? So I'll be having 50,000. I'm giving 1 to the 10,000s place. So what is the meaning? 10,000. So I'm giving 10,000 to the, I'm giving 1 10,000, right? That means 10,000. So 10 plus 1, 11. So 11,000 I'm having now. 11,000 minus 2,000. 11,000 minus 2,000. Start from number 2. Count forward till you reach 11. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. 9,000. Now let's subtract the 10,000 place. What number am I having? 5, right? Because I already gave 1. 5 minus 50,000 minus 30,000. 5 minus 3. Start from 3. Count forward till you reach 5. After 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the answer is 29,273. How will you subtract two numbers? So first we have to start from the ones place. 2 minus 9 is not possible. So I am borrowing 1. So my ones place will become 12 now. 12 minus 9 is 3. My tens place will become 4. 4 minus 7 is not possible. So I am borrowing 1 from the hundreds place. So 14 minus 7 is 7. My hundreds place will become 3 now. 3 minus 1 is 2. Now let's subtract the thousands place. 1 minus 2 is not possible. So I am borrowing 1 from the 10,000 place. That means 11 minus 2 is 9. Now my 10,000 place I will be having number 5. Now 5 minus 3, 2. Answer is 29,273. Now subtraction, input and output. Subtraction, input or output. To solve the input-output problems, subtract the number given in the problem. Subtract the number given in the problem. Subtract the number given in the problem from each number in the input column. From each number in the input column, so that you will get the output column. From each number in the input column, there is input column, so that you will get the output column, right? So to solve the input-output problems, what I have to do? Subtract the number given in the problem from the input, from the number, each number in the input problem. Now we will see one example now. Now we are going to subtract 100. We are going to subtract, what is the input now? 68,275. How will you get the output? How will you find out the output now? What to do? So you are going to subtract 100 from 600 from 68,275. That is my input, right? So 68,275 minus 100. What is the answer? 68,175. Now subtract 5 minus 0 is 5. 7 minus 0 7. 2 minus 1 1. 8. 68,175. Now what is the second number? 74,163. Now I am going to find out the output. How will you find out the output? Take the number 100, subtract from 74,163. 74,163 minus 100. You subtract minus 100. What will be my answer? 74,063. 74063. We'll do the sum later. Now let's move on to the next one. Exercise number 4.2. Subtract the following numbers. Exercise number 4.2. Subtract the following numbers. Copy down in your notebook, children. Yes, shall we start to subtract now? What is the sum? We're going to subtract 42,317 minus 10,625. 42,317 minus 10,625. Shall we start to subtract this? Yes. Now let's start with where we have to start. We have to start from the ones place, right? Now 7 minus 5. So start from number 5. Count forward till you reach 7. After 5, 6, 7. After 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 5 is 2. So 7 ones minus 5 ones is 2 ones. Now let's move on to the tens place now. Can you subtract 1 minus 2? Is this possible to subtract a bigger number from the smaller number? No. So what we have to do? We're going to borrow one from the hundreds place. See, I'm going to borrow 1 from the hundreds place. What do you mean by 100 if I'm giving 100? 10 tens, right? So 10 tens plus 1 tens, 11 tens. So I'm having 3 in the hundreds place. If I'm giving 1, my hundreds place will become 2, right? My hundreds place will become 2. So if I'm giving 1, 11 tens minus 2 tens. Subtract these two numbers. 11 minus 2, start from number 2. Count forward till you reach 11. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9. So 11 minus 2 is 9. Write it down, 9. Now let's move on to the hundreds place. Now what number I'm having in the hundreds place? 2. Can I subtract 2 minus 6? So that is also not possible, right? So I'm going to borrow 1 from the thousands place. That means how many hundreds? 10 hundred. 10 hundred plus 200, 12 hundreds. My hundreds place will become now 1, right? Now 12 minus 6, and tell me the answer now. I borrowed 1, right? So my hundreds place has become 12. 12 minus 6, start from number 6. Count forward till you reach 12. After 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. Write it down, 6. Now let's move on to the thousands place now. What number I'm having in the thousands place? I've given 1, right? So my thousands place has become 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 1000 minus 1000. Sorry, 1 minus 0 is 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Now let's move on to the 10,000s place now. Let's subtract the 10,000 place. 40,000 minus 10,000. 4 minus 1. Start from number 1. Count forward till you reach 4. After 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 30,000. Write it down. So the answer is 31,692. First you have to start with the ones place. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Now subtract 1 minus 2. That is not possible. So I am borrowing 1. So this will become 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. Now this will become 2. The hundreds place will become 2. 2 minus 6 is not possible. So I am borrowing 1. So my hundreds place will become 12. 12 minus 6 is 3. 6. 12 minus 6. 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. So my hundreds place, thousands place will become 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Next 4 minus 1, 3. So answer is 31,692. So next sum B, we are going to subtract 6,87,003 minus 2,99,465. Shall we start to subtract these two numbers? Yes. Now we are going to subtract these two numbers. So we have to start from the ones place, right? So we'll start with the ones place. 3 minus 5. Is this possible? 3 minus 5? No, we cannot subtract a bigger number from the smaller one, right? So what I have to do now? Now I am going to borrow 1. Can you borrow from 0? Can you borrow from 0? No, what I have to do now? So next number. So from this hundreds place I will borrow, right? Again, hundreds place also I will have the number 0. Can you borrow? No, what I have to do now? So now I'm going to borrow from the thousands place, right? So 7, I'm having 7. So I'm giving 1,000. That means 10 hundreds. So my hundreds place will become 10. From this 10, I'm going to give one more to the tens place. So my hundreds place will become 9. I'm having 10 now. If I'm giving 1, my hundreds place will become 9. So my tens place will become 10 now, right? Now from 10, what number I'm having in tens place? 10. Now I'm going to borrow 1 from the tens place now. So 10, if I'm giving 1, my tens place will become 9 and my ones place will become 13, because I'm going to give 1 10. That means 10 ones plus 3 ones, 13 ones. Yes. So 13 minus 5 is, so start from number 5, count forward till you reach 13. After 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 5 is 8 ones. 13 ones minus 5 ones is 8 ones. Right, 8 ones. Now let's move on to the tens place. What number I'm having in the tens place now? 9, right? Now 9. 9 minus 6 is 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6. 9 tens minus 6 tens. Start from number 6. Count forward till you reach 9. After 6, 7, 8, 9. 3. 9 minus 6 is 3 tens. So write it down 3 tens. Now let's move on to the hundreds place. Now what number I'm having in the hundreds place? 9. 9 minus 4. 900 minus 400. Start from number 4. Count forward till you reach 9. After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. Write it down 5. 500. Now let's move on to the thousands place. What number I'm having in the thousands place? 6, right? Because I already gave 1000, right? So 6 I'm having. 6 minus 9. Can you subtract 6 minus 9? Is this possible? You cannot subtract a bigger number from smaller one, right? So I'm going to borrow from the 10,000 place. Right? If I'm giving 1, this will become 16. 16,000 minus 9,000. I'm giving 110,000, right? 110,000, that means 10,000 is there, right? 10,000 plus 6,000, 16,000 minus 9,000. Shall we subtract the thousands place now? 16 minus 9. Start from number 9. Count forward till you reach 16. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 7. 7,000. Now let's move on to the 10,000 place. So I'm having number 7, right? I've given 1. So 7 minus 9 is possible. It is not possible. So I'm going to borrow 1 from the lakh place. My lakh place will become 5. So 17. This will become 17. I'm going to give 1 lakh. That means 10,000, right? That is 10,000. 10,000 plus 7,000. 10,000. So 17,000. 10,000 plus 17,000, right? So 17,000 minus 9. 17,000 minus 9,000. Shall we subtract these two? Start from number 9. Count forward till you reach 17. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. 80,000. Sorry. So I have subtracted 7 minus 9 is not possible. 7 minus 9 is not possible. So I am going to get 1 from the lakhs place, right? So this will become 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9 is 8. So I'm going to subtract 1,70,000 minus 90,000, right? So that my answer is 80,000. 1,70,000 minus 90,000. That means answer is 80,000. 8. 17 minus 9 is 8. So 80,000, right? 8. So now, what number I'm having in the lakhs place? 5. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 lakh minus 2 lakh is 3 lakh. So answer is 3,87,538. First what we have to do? First we have to subtract the ones place, right? So 3 minus 5 is not possible. So I'm borrowing 1, 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. So now can you borrow from 0? I cannot borrow. First I'm borrowing from the thousands place. So my hundreds place will become 10. After that, I'm giving 1 more to the tens place. So, my tens place will become 10 now. And from that only, I'm giving to the ones place, right? My ones place, what number I'm having? 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. And hundreds place, 9 minus 4, 5. And thousands place, 6 minus 9 is not possible. So, I'm borrowing 1. So, 16 minus 9 is 7. And what number I'm having in the 10,000 place? 7. 70,000 minus 90,000 is not possible. So I'm borrowing 1. So 1,70,000 minus 90,000. Answer is 80,000. So 17 minus 9 is 8. Now let's move on to the lakh place. 5 minus 2, 3. Next sum. Find the following differences. We are going to, what do you mean by differences? What do you mean by difference? We're going to subtract that. While subtracting, the answer we'll get right. While subtracting the subtrahend from minuend, one answer we will get right. That is called difference, right? So differences, we are going to subtract these two numbers. Shall we start now? Yes. Now 50,871 minus 23,692. We are going to subtract these two numbers. Write the numbers in their exact places. Now, so 50,871. So 1 in the ones place, 7 in the tens place, 8 in the hundreds place, 0 in the thousands place, and 5 in the 10,000s place. Now let's move on to the second number. 23692. 2 in the ones place, 9 in the tens place, 6 in the hundreds place, 3 in the 10,000 place, and 2 in the 3 in the thousands place, and 2 in the 10,000 place. Let's start to subtract now. How will you subtract? We have to start from the ones place, right? 1 minus 2, is this possible? I cannot subtract a smaller number from a bigger number from a smaller one, right? In that case, what I have to do? I'm going to borrow 1 tenth. That means this number will become 11, right? 11 minus 2, my tens place will become 6 now, right? So 11 minus 2, that means 1 tenth means 10 ones. 10 ones plus 1 1, 11 ones minus 2 ones. 11 minus 2. Start from number 2, count forward till you reach 11. After 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9. 11 minus 2 is 9 ones. Now let's subtract the tens place. What number I'm having? 6. 6 minus 9. Can you subtract these two numbers? It is not possible, so I'm going to borrow 1. So 8 I'm having. So my hundreds place will become 7. My tens place will become 16. We are going to subtract. That means I've given 100. That means 10 tens plus 6 tens. 16 tens minus 9 tens. 16 minus 9. Start from number 9. Count forward till you reach 16. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. 16 minus 9 is 7. 7 tens. Now let's move on to the hundreds place now. 7 minus 6. So start from 6, count forward till you reach 7. After 6, 7. 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. 700 minus 600 is 100. So write 1. Now let's move on to the thousands place. Can you subtract 0 minus 3? This is not possible, right? So what I have to do? I'm going to borrow 1 from the 10,000s place. So this will become 10, and this 10,000 will become 4, right? I'm giving 1 10,000, right? That means 1 10,000. That means 10,000s are there. Oh, 10 minus 3. So 10,000 minus 3,000, right? 10 minus 3. 3 in the, after 3, we are going to count forward till you reach 10. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. Write it down. 7,000. 10,000 minus 3,000 is 7,000. Now let's move on to the 10,000 place now. What number I'm having? 44 minus 2. 40,000 minus 20,000. 4 minus 2. After 2, 3, 4. So 20,000. Write it down. 2. So the answer is 27,179. What is the answer? 27,179. When you subtract the two numbers 50,871 minus 23,692, the answer is 27,179. Now let's move on to the next sum. B sum we are going to subtract 3,45,726 minus 1,80,213. Shall we start to subtract these two numbers? Yes, we are going to subtract 3,45,726 minus 1,80,313. Now let's start with the ones place now. Yes. 6 minus 3. Start from number 3. Count forward till you reach 6. After 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3. 6 ones minus 3 ones is 3 ones. Now let's move on to the tens place. 2 minus 1. 2 tens minus 1 10. Start from number 1. Count forward till you reach 2. After 1, 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Write it down. Let's move on to the hundreds place now. 700 minus 300. 7 minus 3. After 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. Write it down. 700 minus 300 is 400. Now let's move on to the thousands place now. 5 minus 0. 5,000 minus 0. So answer is 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. Now let's move on to the 10,000s place now. What number am I having? 4 minus 8. Can you subtract 4 minus 8? That is not possible. So I'm going to borrow 1 from the lakh place. So my lakh place will become 2. So I'm giving 1. 1 lakh. That means 10,000, right? So now 10 plus 4, 14. 14,000 minus 80,000, sorry, 1,40,000 minus 80,000. We are going to subtract 14 minus 8. 1,40,000 minus 80,000. We are going to subtract 1,40,000 minus 80,000. Right. Shall we subtract 14 minus 8? So after 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My answer is 60,000. So write 66. So 14 minus 8 is 6. Now let's move on to the lakhs place now. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 lakh minus 1 lakh is 1 lakh. So my answer is 1,65,413. 1,65,413. Understood, children, how to subtract? If you cannot subtract a smaller number from a bigger number, in that case we are going to borrow, right? So 6 minus 3 is 3, 2 minus 1, 1, 7 minus 3, 4, 5 minus 0, 5. Now 4 minus 8 is not possible, so I'm going to borrow 1. So 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So practice well all the sums. Whatever sums have given, practice well all the sums. See you in the next class. Thank you.